Okay, so welcome back to my channel. This time, I'm going to discuss about multiplication of rational numbers. Pag sinabi mo rational numbers, ito yung numbers na pwedeng express into fraction. Okay? So, pag sinabi mong rational numbers, ito yung mga integers, whole numbers, then yung fractions. Tapos, may ma-encounter kayo ditong fraction na negative. So, example, yung negative 1/2 and so on. Okay? Pero dahil nga sa module natin, yung focus na ng module natin is yung mga fractions, okay, na mayroong negative tsaka positive, ay lang yung pinaka-focus din ng ating video. Okay? So, bago tayo mag-proceed doon sa pag-multiply ng fractions or ng rational numbers, review muna natin yung rules on how to multiply integers. Okay? So, dalawa lang yung condition pagdating sa multiplication of integers. Kapag pareho sila ng sign, okay? So, kung pareho sila ng sign, kung makikita nyo dito, pag yung positive, i-multiply mo sa positive, the answer is always positive. Pag yung negative naman, i-multiply mo sa negative, the answer is always positive also. Okay, so condition number 2 is ganun din. Kung ang condition number 2, ito yung magkaiba yung sign. Kapag positive tsaka negative ay i-multiply mo, ay negative yung answer. Pag negative naman, baliktarin ko lang, negative tsaka positive, ipag-multiply mo, negative yung answer. Then, next. Steps on how to multiply fractions. So, step 1, so, i-multiply lang natin yung numerators. Ano ba yung numerators? Ayun yung number na nasa top, okay, ng fraction. Then, step 2, multiply natin yung denominators, yung nasa baba naman. Tapos, yung magiging product nun, ayun yung denominator ng inyong maging sagot. So, step 3 naman, convert natin ulit yung ating sagot into lowest term. Example. So, let's say we have 3/10. Ito, 3/10 times 2/4. So, ang gagawin nyo ay i-multiply ito. Parte yan. So, 3 times 2, we have 6/40. Okay? And then, kung mapapansin nyo, ang 6 even number, yung 40 ay even number din. So, kailangan natin siya kunin or kailangan natin i-lowest term yung sagot. So, paano? Kukunin natin ngayon yung GCF. Sa previous na video, pinakita ko kung paano kumuha ng GCF, no? So, paano ba yon? Una, kukunin mo yung factors lahat ng 6. So, we have 1. Then, 2, 3, 6. Ulitin ko ha. Pag sinabi yung factors, ito yung dalawang number na kapag i-multiply mo together, ang sagot ay 6. Okay? So, ano ba yun? Let's say, 1 times 6, 2 times 3. So, ibig sabihin, yung 1, 2, 3, and 6 are factors of 6. Kanan. So, we have 40 naman. 40, we have 1, 2, 3, hindi pwede. So, 4. We have, let's say, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, okay, and then, okay, so, stop na tayo dito. Bakit stop tayo sa 8? Kasi, kung mapapansin nyo, yung factors ng 6 ay hanggang, lang naman, hanggang 6. So, ibig sabihin, kukunin lang natin greatest common factor. So, ano ba yon? Yung 2. Okay? Kasi hindi mo na kailangan yung 8. Dahil nga, kung hanggang 6 lang dito, so, ibig sabihin, stop ka na doon. Andito na yung magiging common factor. So, balik tayo dito sa ating sagot. Ito ay divide natin by 2. Okay. So, 6 divided by 2 is 3 over 40 divided by 2, the answer is 20. So, ito na yung pinaka-final answer natin. Okay? So, next. Kung mapapansin nyo dito, ang given natin ay parehong negative. So, automatically, sabi nga sa rules natin, sa rules of, rules of pag-multiply, or rules ng pag-multiply ng integers, kapag pareho yung sign at iti-times mo, positive na yung sagot. So, hindi natin kailangan isulat yung positive sign. So, 4 times 3, multiply natin yung numerators, that is 12, over, ito naman, 5 times 4, we have 20. Now, para sa even number, so kailangan natin kunin yung lowest term. So, 12, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, then 6, tapos 12. Okay? Sa 20 naman, 1, 2, 3 hindi pwede. So, 4, 5, 6 hindi pwede. 8, hindi pwede. Okay. Then, 10. And then, we have, ano pa? So, 20. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, dito, ang pinaka greatest common factor ay yung 4. So, ayan po yung GCF. Okay, so divide natin to. Okay, yung numerator and denominator by 4. So, ang magiging answer, no? 12 divided by 4, we have 3. Then, 20 divided by 4, 5. So, ito po yung final answer. Okay?